If you maintain Royal Master in the first half and second half, you can earn at least 40 million won to 50 million won per month. Now, let's first meet the Royal Master, who has borne fruit of his valuable efforts here today. Success is a familiar word to me. I was originally a sign language interpreter. We also hosted many big events. I also appeared on TV a lot. It was a successful life in sign language. I'm not familiar with the word success. For me, my youth was a series of trials. I dreamed of becoming a badminton player, but I didn't achieve it either. He also mentioned his dream of becoming an actor, but he couldn't achieve it. I dreamed about this and that, and it was good to be young, but I couldn't find the word success. I am from a completely rural area. I was very poor, and my father always worked on the farm. So, as the tallest, I always followed my father and farmed. My parents didn't expect anything from me, but I wanted to succeed. My parents had a lot of expectations for me. It was true that I couldn't really help with so many expectations. It still hurts my heart. As a result, I come back in front of my father, promising to succeed in the future and definitely visit him again. After many setbacks, I majored in computer science and worked as a program developer. I was working hard as a sign language interpreter, but none of my old age was resolved. I thought about life in old age for a while. This job wasn't responsible for my old age in the end. That's when I made up my mind. I can't go on like this. I have to choose something. So I chose unification at that time. I really wanted to succeed through patterns. Everyone else goes to the city, but I went to the countryside. But there are too few people. But I shouted because the tool called Atomy was certain. From world to world. For me, family has been a stepping stone to success. Believe. Whenever I had a hard time doing Atomy, my mother's prayers gave me a lot of strength. My mother's prayer comes to me with an unknown faith. Because it gives me courage, it has given me a lot of strength to do Atomy, so I have come this far. I never took a day off. I did it every day. And now my father's fingers are bent like this because he has done too much work. I think it is wonderful that my brother worked hard every day to make sure that no one was hungry. That's why I want to repay my father by his success. Tommy is a dream success. It is the God who led the challenge. Atomy is a channel to family, opportunity, and the world. From now on, I would like to introduce you to the two masters. New Royal Master. 2. Yes. Right now, in the blog cafe, the protagonist of today's glory, New Royal Master, is walking. For what? Yoon Seung-ha. I was a member of the Atomy family and had guests at the New Royal. You welcome me with a big applause. You have come to this position through hard work. Every step that jumps above the black value feels like a meaningful step. You are receiving congratulations from many people and are going through the blue carpet. May you make me more beautiful as a successful Atomy. I am also looking forward to the Master's future journey. That journey built up with tears and sweat is shining in the name of success at this moment. This seat is only granted to true leaders who have endured countless days and walked up again, so I think it will be even more valuable to the Master of mankind. Atomy members around the world who are watching this glorious moment also make their dreams more vivid. He sat on the stage to do it. Each and every one of them is encouraging us with a really bright smile and applause. How good would it be? The top leader who has already experienced this stage is giving encouragement to the royal moms of New York. Yes, then please take center stage for the blood transfusion. I can. Membership name. Lee Je-hee. You cherish your soul. Demonstrate excellent leadership through deep affection and consideration for customers, and achieve the life goals that are the wishes of all business owners of the company with a trusted personality and excellent teaching skills. I am awarded this promotion plaque because I have become an honorable royal master that all Atomy members are proud of and infinitely honored to me. Park Han-gil, Chairman of Atomy Corporation. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. Next, we will give away 50 million won in cash. Once again, I would like to give you a big round of applause. Yes, next is the demand for promotion from Muse New Vegas. Member name Yoon Seung-ha, the following is the same. Atomy Corporation Chairman Park Han-gil. Congratulations. Congratulations. Next, a cash promotion of 50 million won was presented. Once again, I would like to give you a big round of applause. Yes, then I will take a commemorative photo. Everyone on stage is asked to gather in the center for a photo shoot. Yes. Look straight ahead. 1, 2, 3. Atomy. Once again, I would like to give you a big round of applause. First of all, 2. Let's listen to Je-hee new Royal Master's impressions of his promotion. Yes, hello. After dreaming vividly and fulfilling his dreams, this is Lee Je-hee, the Royal Master. The Royal Master promotion soil that was only seen in the audience. It is a very happy moment just to stand here on this stage today. Before working at Atomy, I worked as a programmer for about 20 years to transcribe hospital systems. I started this work in the late 1990s, when Korea was emerging as a Haitian powerhouse. When you go to the hospital, you take X-ray city shots, right? Yes. In the past, we used to shoot on film, so it would take 2 or 3 days to see the results. But what about these days? Instead of film, you can see the results in 20 minutes on a monitor. I developed and managed such a program and developed it so that it could be viewed on my mobile phone. As the Haitian industry grew day by day, it became an enviable job for some people. In the early 2000s, Haitian companies experienced a stock listing boom, and their employees also enjoyed economic freedom. The #1 marriage partner in Korea is doctors, lawyers, and civil servants have always taken over. At that time, the groom's commode was. It was also occupied by employees of an unlisted Haitian company. That was me. Yes, thank you. Thanks to that, I was able to marry my current wife, who works for a large company. It was a time when I was earning over 100 million won a year with my wife and working with pride in my position with my 3 daughters. That's when Atomy information comes into my mind. From my family, I didn't know or hear what this Atomy was all about. Why? It was because I was able to live my life satisfied with what I was doing. It was a weekend when I was going back to my daily life and working, leaving behind the Atomy information. My wife saw me answering the phone from the hospital. No. Why did she answer the phone so bluntly? I've been doing this job for over 20 years, and I've come to realize that I have a lot of skepticism about my work. So, when I was looking for another job where I could really do my job even on weekends, I received information about Atomy from my family again. My friend of 30 years, who had asked me to learn about Atomy with me, suddenly passed away, and I took the opportunity to look back on my life and attend this Success Academy today to learn more about Atomy. I chose to work in computers. With just one laptop, I could work freely from anywhere, regardless of time and space. When I was doing that job, I often worked all night. This is because the infrastructure has not yet been established. So, when a problem occurred, I had to go to the site and solve the problem. But you can recognize Atomy. My colleague Atomy was the same thing that I was looking for, regardless of time and space. Yes. I had to create computer programs, create content, and even teach educational materials on my own. But that's right. Atomy. The company made all of that. The company had created all the content, that is, products, and educational materials, so I only had to give lectures with them. Just invite them to the system that the company creates. And it was a business that only needed to inform Atomy information. But compared to what I've been doing, I've been able to get here today about 1/10 of what I've been doing. And the salary of the past 20 years of working as a computer programmer. As Atomy, we caught up in 5 years. I appreciate it. In addition, he gave me a relaxed life with his family. There was one thing I had to strategize while doing Atomy. My wife and I made the list, and we had 3 children. It was to create connections between children and parents. That's why I held a parent meeting. I began to build trust with the parents by continuously attending the meeting. My wife said that her husband was giving a lecture but there were too many people, so she started inviting him to this business briefing session. That's why I invited the parents of my first child. I had such a strong prejudice against multi-level things that I continued to do it for a year, and after applying Atomy Electric Skincare Cosmetics, I was impressed by the product and started my business. Second, the parents of the child's friend introduced me to an acquaintance. He started a business. And the parents of the third child's friend said that the toothpaste and toothbrush he used were Atomy Korea, and he realized that this was an income from consumption, so he started his business right away. This person will be the star master with me this time. Everyone, I think about this. If there were 6 children instead of 3, wouldn't this position be the imperial promotion ceremony today? Yes. Finally, as I was promoted to president, I would like to sincerely ask my mother for always supporting me as a prayer. If it weren't for my mother's prayers, I wouldn't be here. And where is our angel who guided me through Atomy without giving up on me until the end for 4 years and 6 months? Thank you. And finally, I want to thank my wife. There were a lot of hard things while raising 3 children, but from now on, I have been doing it all the time. I'll do all the dishes, laundry, cleaning, and even the children in the house. Stay by my side like you are now. I love you. And today, I am here to dream a new dream. I will become an imperial, travel around the world, sponsor my partners, and start with a new mind until they become imperial. Everyone who is here today, what is your dream? I will support your dreams. My dream is through Atomy. What if I could make my family's dream come true? No, it can definitely be achieved. If you dream vividly, it will definitely come true. Dear, dear, dear. I appreciate it. When Atomy's success is achieved by 1/10 of the world, the power of the Atomy system is felt. In the end, only those who dream achieve their dreams. These words remain deep in my heart. I hope you will also envision your dreams here today. Next, let's listen to Master Yoon Seung-ha's impressions of his promotion. Hello. This is Yoon Seung, the new royal master who meets Atomy and wins every day. I grew up with parents who farmed in a small rural village in Yangsan, Gyeongsangnam Province, learning the value of sweat and sincerity. I was born poor, I was cut into poverty, and I lived faithfully as my parents taught me not to live poorly. I will never pass on poverty. The cubs will never starve. Father, are you watching? Just like my father's determination to say that, I have also been running until now with the determination not to pass on poverty to my children. My previous job was a sign language interpreter with a nationally recognized license, and I worked at the Sign Language Interpretation Center for about 15 years. We hosted various events. I did various activities such as TV appearances, elections, and interpreting. However, I once had a lot of dreams. I loved sports, so I did high jumping and track and field activities, but I had to give up right away. I also wanted to become an international sign language interpreter. But for me, who was born poor, a dream was just a dream. On the outside, he was confident, but in his heart, he always had an unsolvable homework of poverty. Then, through Sister Shin, I came across the Atomy business. Atomy, he was telling me, you can. Everything is possible. When there is no hope, the only hope is to have hope, which turned all my impossibility into a possibility. However, as someone who was new to the network business, the Atomy business was never easy. He was often rejected by his acquaintances, and his handwriting was strong. I once went over 2 mountains to deliver a foam cleanser. I once waited all day in the corner of the venue when an acquaintance told me to place an order, and with my inexperienced driving skills, I didn't hesitate to go a long way and ran wherever I went. On the way to my family, I had a pee accident in the hallway. I scrapped my 6-month-old car and passed the threshold of death. On the way back from a lecture at night, the engine oil leaked and the car stopped in the middle of the highway, almost killing me again. Nevertheless, I did not give up. Because I have a family that pays the price of poverty, that desperation has become the reason why I must succeed. So Okami was my only hope and a new path for me, who had no learning, having, or experience. One day, when I was running with such a desperate heart, I was introduced by an acquaintance and went to deliver products to Hedong, Jeonnam. There, where I didn't know anyone, I met a former soccer player by chance. But he said he wanted to sell Atomy cosmetics to South America. After signing up, I flew 60% with a backpack and started expanding the Atomy business to the United States and South America. The opportunity came without warning, and I also had a global business partner, and now he is a star master in Mexico. Yes. I also get married. I also bought a house. It ranked 4th in sales in Mexico. How could this happen? All of this is not my ability. It was a miracle created by Atomy. If I were alone, I would never have come this far. Thank you to my dear sponsors for always supporting me in times of joy and sadness. While sharing a line of kimbap. Even when we were paying $1 million on an empty country street, we were together. In those days when I couldn't make money, I was blessed with sadness and cried. When I became an auto sales company, we were together during those difficult times when I cried a lot. During the corona pandemic, when daily life became a miracle, Imperial came together. If you scatter, agents. With such a slogan, without a single person, we were one. My dear partner bosses, I was able to be where I am today because of all of you. I will not forget the hard work of the bosses. Now I want to tell my parents, Dad, Mom, don't feel sorry for me anymore. I have already received it from both of you. And my eldest son got married this year. Do Yun. Dongmin, the fetus. Poor. It was hard to meet my poor mother. Thank you so much for believing in me and waiting for me. From now on, I will be the best mother in life and death. This trip to Europe is the beginning. I think it's just the beginning. There is a leader in Paris who has a job to do. Until the day everyone loves you. We will be with you until the end. Everyone, since we met Atomy, we chose to live in poverty. Atomy, I hope you will live a life of success together. I appreciate it. World. You showed that Atomy's hope will be passed on.